So I just came up with this concept. Like I did not came up with this concept. I already knew about this, but it just became crystal clear to me, right? It just became crystal clear to me. So the concept is, so the concept is, do not speak in Chinese. Oh, sorry, do not speak in English in front of a Chinese customer. Do not speak in English in front of a Japanese customer. And this is just a metaphor, right? This is just an analogy I'm driving out here for businesses, business owners, and this applies to the content also. This applies to every freaking sector. And this is what I see most of the time when I look at the businesses. When I look at the startups, when I look at the guys, when I look at the people who are trying to offer their services. For example, if there is a freelancer there and he's trying to offer some services, if there is an agency that is trying to offer their services, what they do is they just promote their features, what they do, right? And most of the time, what happens is when they do this, they are just talking English in front of another customer who might be their clients, right? And the customer might speak Chinese, which and this is just a metaphor. The customer might need something else, which would be similar to speaking Chinese, which would be similar to speaking English in front of a Chinese customer, right? And the thing is, you are talking about your features, not their problems, right? And think about that, how crazy that sounds. You are talking about your problems, your features that you can solve, but you are not talking about your customers. You are not talking about their problems, that what problems you can solve for them. And I found out this by doing like by getting on calls. And the easiest way to solve this problem, to find out what customers actually need and how to speak in the customer's language. And I would say outcome this whole thing is and outcome this whole thing like this. Just speak in the customer's language. Do not speak in English if your customer speaks Thai, right? The thing is, do not promote your features if your customers need something else. Do not speak in English if your customers need the solutions in Chinese, right? And this is like the language I'm driving the metaphor here. Do not try to promote your features if your customers need something else. And the best way to do this is just use a quiz type of funnel to figure out where customers are in their journey, right? Okay, what do they need? You just do a quiz type of funnel thing, and I think Daniel Priestley does this by using Score app, and he's promoting Score app. And the best way to do that, and once people fill out that Score app quiz type of funnel, then get on call with them, then book a call with them, then get on call with them, and once they are on the call, then figure out what problems they have. Do not try to sell them on the call. Try to figure out what their problems are in the call. Then once you figure out the problems, then try to sell. Do not try to sell immediately. First figure out their problems and find out if you can actually solve those problems or not. If you can solve them, good. If you cannot, and if the customers are not the right fit for you, awesome, not a problem. You can just recommend someone else, or you can just give them free resources. And when customers are ready for your solutions, right? Then they will come back to you for the help they will need. Just give them some kind of solution. Just try to find out their problems. Do not try to promote your problem when they are some searching for their problems or something else, right? And I think this applies to the content also. When someone is and I think this applies to the content, freelancing, business, and private equity everywhere. Just you need to it applies everywhere. I think even in the relationships, that's right. Person A is just blabbering, is just talking nonsense about their own things. But the person B who will take is a let's take the person B who will be the client or the customer or the other person in the relationship. They need something else. Then you just don't talk about the things that you can do, that you offer, the things you actually talk about. It's figure out what this person B needs, what your clients need, what your customers need, and then you offer that solution from your point of view, right? Then you offer your solutions to those business, to those people, to those whatever, right? First, you try to figure out what they need, then you solve their problems. That's the whole concept here. Do not and the metaphor is and the analogy metaphor, whatever you call it, do not speak in English if your customers speak in Chinese, if your customers speak in Japanese. Speak in the customer's language. That's the whole point I was trying to just get out here.